Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Bound for Mactan, Cebu.
11番。
Pick up sa Terminal 2. Terminal 2.
We're now on the main road.
ああ、ここにじゃメインロード。
なんであんな危なっかしい乗り方しなくていいんじゃん。
セブ島でよく紹介されるリゾートは実はセブ島ではなくマクタン島にあります。マクタン島の中でもリゾートホテルが立ち並ぶエリアは島の東側に限られています。
あるね、ハワイ。ハワイにあった。今はそんな暑くないじゃん。付き合いどうせない。ソロはこの色か。おいしい。デザート。完全に下がった。でもまあさっきそう。
パーフューム。
Yeah, it's a brand new day, day, day. Just give that dream some wings. You make me wanna dance, dance, take a chance. Show up at the party and they give you that glance. See, I need your look.
お尻の方触ってみたらいい。お尻の方なら
Your body rock, rock like you never wanna stop, stop like you know we bring the party. You know you wanna. You know we bring the party. Just let your body rock. Go on, slide it left to right. Move it, move it, move it like Mike. I can tell you really feel it on the inside. So let those feet come to life. It's a non-stop party. Come on, move that body. Get back to breaking it down.
来た。
Just let your body rock, rock like you never wanna stop, stop like I like the way you move that thing. I like the way you drop that bass. You make me up just like a DJ, DJ. Just let your body rock, rock like you never wanna stop, stop like you know we bring the party. You know you wanna. You know we bring the party. Just let your body rock, rock that body. Come on, move that body. It's a non-stop party. Come on, move that body. Let's go. Just let your body rock, rock like
I know yes, that.
that thing. I like the way you drop that bass. You make me like a DJ, DJ. Just let your body rock, rock like you never wanna stop, stop like you know we bring the party. You know you wanna. You know we bring the party. Just let your body rock, rock that party. Come on, move that body. It's a non-stop party. Come on, move that body. Let's go. Just let your body rock, rock like you never wanna stop, stop like I like the way you move that thing. I like the way you drop that bass. You make me up just like a DJ, DJ. Just let your body rock, rock like you never wanna stop, stop like you know we bring the party. You know you wanna. You know we bring the party. Just let your body rock.
ほら。こんな感じ。よくわかる。
So glad you made it. Party's just beginning. I'm on your playlist, and I like the feeling. Stay a while, but just sit and idle. We don't have to be here. We can go a million miles. Live in the moment. It's so overrated. When I play the game, it's my only entertainment. Now we're not socializing. Put me on an island. Got that egomania, and don't care what the price is. Don't care what the price is. Don't care what the price is. Got that egomania, and don't care what the price is. Don't care what the price is. Don't care what the price is. Got that egomania, and don't care what the price is. I've been preparing, made for the big screen. I'll play the villain if it means I'm on your TV. When I'm internet famous, put me first. I stop anything. Don't care what the price is. Don't care what the price is. Got that egomania, and don't care what the price is. Don't care what the price is. Don't care what the price is. Got that egomania, and don't care what the price is. I'm
Ah, okay.
Strawberry chocolate, we're honey bombers,
いうのがないんだ。
あんね
残念。
That thing, I like the way you drop that bass. You mix me up just like a DJ. Just let your body rock like.
For Google fight. Everyone will get. That's the. This one.
Oh.
Just let your body rock. Go on, slide it left to right. Move it like Mike. I can tell you really feel it on the inside. So let those feet come to life. It's a non-stop party. Come on, move that body. Make them all go wow. Look at you breaking it down. Just let your body rock like. You never wanna stop like. I like the way you're moving that thing. I like the way you're dropping that bass. You mix me up just like a DJ. Just let your body rock like. You never wanna stop like. You know we bring the party. You know you wanna. You know we bring the party. Just let your body rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, the aircraft is being refueled
Hi, good morning.
as a safety precaution.